So you know what you like, but how do you actually design a room, let alone a whole house? If you're not quite sure your design style, that's actually a good thing. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why. As a luxury interior designer who designs multi-million-dollar homes across the globe, I'm going to pull back the curtain today and share our process for how to exactly build a room from scratch. By the end of this video, you're going to have some amazing takeaways. So if you're building or renovating, you're going to elevate your home, I promise. And if by the end of this video, you're still feeling a little bit overwhelmed, not to fret, you can call me. We work with clients all across the globe. So anytime I meet with a new client, almost always without fail, they say, I'm really not sure my design style. And that's actually such a good thing, because when you have a set design style, you're sort of pigeonholing yourself into a specific look. And I really operate out of the belief that all homes should be unique to the people that live within them. So whenever we're working with clients, we're always working to infuse their own personal style, their own personal touch. You know, somebody could wear a pair of jeans one way and you could wear the exact same pair of jeans and it would look completely different. It's the same principle when you're designing a house. So when we're working with clients, it's really one of the skills of a designer is to get to know their clients' personalities and really what speaks to them, to design their home in a way that's really reflective of them. And in this video, I'm going to share the process that we use so that you can take it away and design your home exactly for you. Step number one is having a focal point or a jumping off point, as we call it. This doesn't necessarily have to be imagery. I think a lot of people start to put together a mood board and then they're just trying to replicate those images. This is a big mistake if you want a home to feel like you. So when we're working with clients, rather than just putting together mood boards of images, we're really getting deeper. We're asking them where they like to travel to. Are there any artists that they really like? Or are there any existing pieces that you've inherited that you want to integrate into the space? These are a step beyond imagery that you're already seeing. So rather than replicating existing rooms, we're creating something new from scratch. Tip number two, and as a designer, this one's a little bit painful because I really like to just have really pretty things, but you have to think about function next. So if you're just building a room from scratch, function, but also if you're building a house from scratch, you really had to take the time, and I'm sure that you're doing this. If you're building, you're in those plans, you're thinking about how are we going to use this house? You really have to think about how you want to use the space. So for example, in this dining room, the client knew that she wanted a round dining table, she wanted to entertain. So that was really important to us to integrate into the dining room. So if you have specific wants or needs, you really have to be thinking about that first for the function of the home. So often clients come to us with a bunch of images and we're like, yeah, they're really beautiful, but this doesn't actually work in your plan set. The function wouldn't be there. Or, that would be great, but your dogs come in this way and that would, cause some sort of egress issue. So it's really important to think about the function once you kind of know the overall direction that you're going. The next tip is creating a list of furniture. Now, as designers, we space plan to create this list, but if you're not able to space plan, that's okay. You're going to want a comprehensive list, though, of everything that you need and the sizes that you need, because as I start talking about, as you're going to start buying some of this furniture, collecting is so much better to create a home that's uniquely yours. So you're going to want to have this list handy if you're at an antique shop or if you're out and about. Just check, oh, I love this credenza. Is it going to fit? Or I fell in love with this rug. What size rug do I want? Because if you see it, you want to buy it. You don't want to lose it to somebody else. That being said, before you buy anything, you really want to create a cohesive color story. Now, you got to watch my video about the living room mistakes that people make because I talk about this in a little bit more detail. But you definitely want to create a color palette and a cohesive kind of textile story. So that way, as you start to buy things, you know that they're all going to go together. When I'm working with clients, one of the number one things that they talk about is creating cohesion. And this is exactly how you're going to do that. So before you buy anything, make sure that you have a color palette set. And last but certainly not least is buying everything and all of those finishing touches. So you can see that as interior designers, shopping is about this much of our job and so much more of it is planning. So if you go into things with all of the plan and then you're ready to buy at the end, you know exactly what you're looking for, you know what you want. This is what's going to create a room that feels uniquely you rather than just going into a store and buying everything that matches, right? When you go to start buying things, I can't stress this enough. You don't want everything to match. You really want to collect slowly over time As designers, we have our specific sources that we know, but if you're not a designer, I really urge you to take the time that's required to create a room that feels like you. It makes me so sad when I see people just go out and spend money to check off the room and get it done, rather than taking the amount of time that's needed to create a truly unique space. Because building a room or building a home is all about intentionality and layering over time. I hope that you found this video incredibly helpful. You can check out some of my other videos. If this is your first time here, please subscribe before you go. And don't forget, you can check out more information about joining us on a trip abroad.